Hello, back. Another high tide imbibe. Second and final one for tonight. And I picked this up today. This is something new-ish. I think maybe they've released this before, but it's just coming out in like 2-4s now. Well, not 2-4s, 12 packs. It's coming in 12 packs. I bought a 12 pack today of cans. It's that and growlers. I think is the only way you can get this. I was hoping it would just be a 1 can thing, but I had to buy a 12 pack of it. But it's Propeller, so usually pretty good. So usually worth the price. This is their Anytime IPA. It's a session IPA at 4.5% alcohol by volume. And we are going to look at the Propeller website just really quick. They don't really say a lot. I think they say the same thing they see in the can here. Actually, yeah, they do. Exactly the same fucking thing. So I'm not even going to show the website. Fuck it. Why waste your time and mine? Right? But yeah, one of the more colorful, interesting cans Propeller has put out in a little while. It's got a nice little picture there showing night and day. Not only night and day, but like wintertime at night and then day at like summertime or fall. So they're like, hey, anytime, any season, you can have this motherfucker. That's what they're saying. It says crafted for effortless enjoyment anytime. That's underlined. This hazy hop-infused session IPA is dripping with juicy tropical citrus flavors and aromas. Okay, so it is a hazy with some tropical fruit notes. Usually not my thing, but I've seen some write-ups and stuff on this saying it's not necessarily super juice bomb. It's not necessarily as super tropical and like New England IPA-ish as some stuff is out there these days. So might be good. So pour it now. 4.5% actually feels a little high for a session IPA these days. Usually they're around 3 to 4%. I guess the idea here is maybe give it a little bit more body. Oh, that is hazy, definitely. This looks like something my friend Chris Lezak from Under the 10th would drink, or Dan from Western Canadian Reviewers would drink, or honestly any of my other beer friends, because they all seem to be hazy zombies that drink these fucking abominations all the time. But for me, it's rare, very rare to do something like this. But yeah, so pretty hazy. I don't think they do any tomfoolery to haze it up. Like I didn't see anything about oats or anything else thrown in here. Well, wait, never mind. I'm wrong. Contains wheat, barley, and oats. So it's got all the stuff. May contain rye, as they say with all their beers, because apparently there's just rye laying around and Propeller everywhere. Oh, and look, we have another fucking haze bro over here. The Beer Patrol, Joe, Average Joe, hazy zombies, baby, he says. Yes, indeed. But we'll go to the aroma now. See what we think of this. Smells a lot like pretty much any sort of modern hazy will smell. At least a component of most modern hazies. Joe says, to be fair, though, I've been all about some West Coast IPAs the past year or so. Yeah. As a normal, rational, functional human being would be. As I was saying, anyway, aroma here, kind of like sweet melon, a little bit of just nondescript citrus, pineapple-ish in here. It's a very well sort of infused mix of different smell here. I wanted to say apricot, but not really. But there is like a stone fruit kind of background to this. Stone fruit and melon. We got Western Canadian reviewer in here saying, I'm not normal, so haze craze, motherfuckers. Then Joe says, none of that describes me as someone with a baboon heart. I feel like the haze is in my DNA. Baboons equal haze lovers. Okay. Just going to be like a fucking monkey and drool over my chat with this nonsense, Joe. I want to see how it is. We're going to get to the taste. Let's see what we want, what we think of this. The smell is, for a guy who doesn't like hazies, I find it inoffensive. I'm like, I can take it or leave it. So we'll see what the aroma is like. We saw what the aroma is like. We'll see what the taste is like. I've been doing beer reviews for years on YouTube, guys. It's definitely not super sweet. I find like whenever you're putting like wheat and oats into these things to like thicken them up and like to make the thing really super hazy, half the time they actually take over the taste of the drink and they take over the whole character of the drink. That's sort of the case here, where I'm just getting more of a musty grain kind of thing going on. The hops are there. Don't get me wrong. The hops are there. There is that tropical hop component that I was getting in the nose. But it's, it's in the background. And usually I would fucking complain about that. If this was any other sort of IPA, I'd fucking be pissed off. But seeing how it's like a super tropical hazy when it comes to its hop component, it just being like reduced by like half and put in the background works for me. This is super drinkable. It's, upper light bodied, but it's very like wheat oats forward in the actual taste. And then you get the tropical stuff kind of coming up in the background. And it doesn't have like a lingering bitterness or anything like that. It's very like almost finishes fucking clean. And in this case, it kind of works for me in that regard. If I was just getting like these fucking tropical notes, like these melon notes and stuff like that, like just super intense with like hop burn and shit, I'd be like, no, bro, not happening. But as it sits, it's actually working pretty well. Joe says, did Propeller have some kind of accident with rye, considering to say all their beers may contain rye? Like, what the fuck? I love rye, but that is so weird. It is weird. I don't know what the fuck. It's been years now. And they've had that. It's just like, may contain rye. There might be some rye there. What you don't know is that we get all of our grain in rye sacks, and some of that rye might come out in the actual grain. I don't know. Fucking, I almost want to like start hounding Propeller online. Why does it say almost rye in it? Why almost rye? What happened? Who did you kill? I don't know. But yeah, this is not bad. There's some like slight citrus sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. Very stone fruity in its sort of fruit character, like tropical, but like not. It's not like juice. It's not like ocean spray juice of some sort. It's not going down that route. It does have some bitterness. So this works as session IPA. Session IPA, not my favorite style, but as a session IPA goes, this is probably one of the better ways to bring one together, I think. I'm going to go style-wise. I'm going to give it a 7.5. I think it's pretty decent. I think there's still plenty of room for session IPAs. Like, if you want to really construct a great one, I think there's plenty of room there still. So 7.5 for that. My own personal preference, let's say 6.5. 6.5, bordering on 7. I like it. It's not blowing me away, but at the same time, it's not making me grossed out like a lot of these hazy fruit bomb things usually do. And that's a win. That's a high recommendation for me when it comes to one of these things. So your taste may vary, of course. If you really like these juice bomb thingies, well, like I said, this isn't really a juice bomb, but if you like these tropical hazy IPAs, this is a perfectly acceptable, like, light version of those. And I guess you can session these. 4.5% still seems a little high for session in my view, but what do I know? I'm not I come from a generation of craft beer drinkers where a double IPA was like 7-8%. And then, session would mean, oh, it's an English mild, then you mean, so there you go. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna get out of here. I have to go play video games with a friend, hang out and shit, and that's more than you even need to know. All right, so good night. Thanks for watching. Cheers.